Hey guys, welcome back to Kentucky Plant Daddy. It's your boy Jordan, and I'm here today to go over an August favorites video with you guys. I have 5 plants, and basically the way that I chose them wasn't based on like what my favorite plant is or what is popular, but kind of just what's growing the best in my collection, and that's why it is a favorite this August. So I'm going to jump right in with my first plant, and my first plant is going to be a Monstera Peru. And this plant I bought from Lowe's in soil, and then I took all of that soil and got rid of it and put it into semi-hydro. It grew in a smaller vessel for a while in just leca, and now it is potted up in a leca and pond mix. It's a no drainage kind of situation, so I don't have it in like a cash pot or anything, but like you can see all those roots are happy to be there. I think that a lot of people want really big Monstera Perus, but this plant is only 5 vines, and the entirety of this vessel is roots, like up to the pond. So, I mean, you can have a really big established Peru, but you're going to have to size up to a pretty big pot to get it to like what you want it to be. This is the size of this one. This vessel is a Dollar Tree vessel for $1.25. It's plastic. It's just kind of like what worked at a certain point, like the size of your plant, requiring such a big vessel. I just kind of go with the cheapest route. But it's growing a lot, especially from this side vine here and this side vine here. I don't know what the reasoning is. That, I mean, it's nice and bushy in the middle, and it is growing. Like here is a growth tip, but it just, well, there's a growth tip right there. Do you see it? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. But it just seems to be growing quicker from these side vines. But I love this plant. The texture on the leaves are beautiful, and they get really big and happy. So Monstera Peru is an August favorite in this house. She's pretty. She's living in my foyer. And she's given all the texture we need. This is Monstera Peru. Okay guys, the second plant that I have for August favorites is a Sangonium, and that is going to be the Sangonium Panda Galaxy. Look at the plant, it's so beautiful. Its newest leaf is this like really beautiful variegated, let me see what I can do. Here we go. Like, look how pretty it is. It has a new leaf pushing out, right? Right there. This guy's leaf, there you go, is in the way. I got this plant as a 2-leaf cutting, and it was this leaf on the side and this leaf on the side. They're like huge. I can tell whoever had this plant, it was actually Colleen from our Facebook group, but had like a big established one, like, right, because these leaves are huge. And then the growth it's given me has been good. Like, look at this. But it has given me 4 leaves total, and they just get more beautiful and beautiful with each leaf. It's just speckly and weird. I don't know much about this plant. I have it in pond. I got it as a cutting and put it straight into pond. It was a little, when it was like rooting for me, before I had like put it into any like final substrate, the 2 leaves that I had, number one, they're huge leaves. Like face-size leaves, right? They were like a little bit floppy. When this plant gets dry, it gets floppy. But, obviously it's rooting, out, so its root system grew, and I think that it is now no longer dehydrated, and it seems to like a fair bit of humidity. I have it next to the humidifier in my plant room for now. I don't know that that will stay the same. Like maybe it was just because it was establishing. But there for a while, like even my new leaves were staying curly and they weren't like unfurling the way that I wanted them to. But then after kind of perking it up next to the humidifier, everybody has settled out and it's been giving me like easy unfurled leaves. Like I don't know if you can tell, like this leaf was the first leaf out and she's still kind of like weirdly curled. And that was also the first new growth, like, since it had been a cutting, so that could also be it. So, like, might not be the humidity at all. But right now, she's getting a fair bit of humidity. And this is the Sangonium Panda Galaxy. It will be one of the August favorites. Okay guys, of course I bet that this plant is going to be on a ton of people's favorites list for August, but I can't help it. It is the Alocasia Variegated Frydek, and that is in particularly because this plant has grown non-stop for me. Okay, so it's put out, this was the first leaf that it put out for me since getting it. I've had it maybe a month and a half. This is the second leaf that it put out for me. So pretty. And this is the third leaf that it's put out for me. It's been no time. This plant has taken off. Also, I have a pup here that's unfurling. You see that leaf? It's unfurling with like this little leaf. And there is another pup there. So this plant's popping off for me. It's in a little semi-hydro setup, so I can show you. Look at the roots on this plant. It loves the pond. It's actually in pond and leca. And it's just doing so well for me, it had to make the list. This is a very hot plant right now. Like everybody's going to have it on their August list. But it was just giving me the most rewarding growth. And also, I only have a few Alocasia, so of course this one is the showstopper right now. I'm nervous that this is too much white on a leaf, but I'm just gonna leave things alone. And I don't have this one like next to a humidifier or anything, but I have it in pretty high light underneath a grow light. So we are going to see. I hope it keeps giving me growth. If it does keep on giving me growth, I'm going to have to up pot it. I'm going to try to leave it alone as long as I can until it shows me like signs of slowing down, which also could just be because of the growing season ending. But I'm going to try to simulate some environment that where I don't want it to go dormant or to quit growing. I'm going to like keep it warm, keep it bright. And hopefully this plant will keep pushing out growth like this, because that's beautiful. Okay guys, the fourth plant that I have on my August favorites video is my No ID Philodendron. I got this from my friend Candace, and we met through Facebook, but we live in the same small city and we're pretty good friends. She just gifted this to me as a 2-leaf cutting. It was like this little tiny leaf and that little tiny leaf. So I put it in this semi-hydro situation, and look at the roots. Sorry about the glare, but like the roots are obvious. They are doing wonderfully. This is the newest leaf, so big, like it's longer than my head. This is Philodendron No ID as far as I know. Like she said that it was some sort of hybrid philodendron. She said that she'll look it up. I still don't know. But they have like these red, every time I try to show. Okay, so they have like this red backing, and it doesn't really show. That's the new leaf. Like, see how it's like so red in the back? And it comes in this way, but the stem eventually turns all the way green, but it leaves this like a red stem in the back. I thought maybe that this was a biliate. It's not. I thought maybe this was Alocasia. It's not. But it's some sort of hybrid. But I can kind of tell because it has that hybrid vigor. Like, it's growing non-stop so beautifully, so easily, without issues. This is the newest leaf. It's just literally come out of its caterpillar. It has just been the easiest philodendron to grow. So with it being such a rewarding plant, it's going in the August favorites. These lobes are complete. Like, if you just kind of pull that apart, like this splits all the way down to there. And yeah, so Philodendron No ID is the fourth plant on the August favorites. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay guys, the last plant that I have on my favorites for August is, you guessed it, my Hoya Crimson Princess. And I know this is a common plant, which is the reason why probably it's common, is because it's so beautiful. This thing is growing out of control. So there's growth here, there's growth here, there's growth here, there's growth here, there's growth here. There's new vines all the way over here. Here's some new leaves here. It's just, it grows so beautifully. And honestly, this is just such a beautiful, like, look at these leaves. Look how big, like these Hoya leaves are so nice. So the color, everything. So Hoya Crimson Princess is going to take us home in our August favorites video. I mean, how could it not? She's growing wonderfully. She is in dirt. I don't even know what kind of dirt. This could be from a big box store for all I know. But I bought her from Facebook Marketplace, a girl I don't really know. And she was kind of thin, but now she is no longer a bald-headed bitch. She is about 6 feet away from a south-facing window. She lives on like one of those built-in shelves, like in a foyer. I don't know how to explain it. I'll maybe put a picture in here. But it's like the entrance to my home kind of situation. And she's beautiful. I especially love these leaves right here. They're just so big and twisted and colorful. But she's a super easy care plant. I water her probably every 14 days, 10 to 14 days, depending on if she starts to look crinkly or not. Usually it's 14. The Hoyas, it's why they're kind of like such an addicting genus of plant, is that you can kind of forget about them for a longer amount of time and it's not a big deal. But yeah, this Crimson Queen is just so beautiful and she deserves the praises for August favorites. Okay guys, well, that is going to be my 5 favorite plants for August, specifically just for like the rewarding growth that they're giving me. I also love every plant that I mentioned here. If you guys don't care, don't forget to subscribe to my video. Go do it right now. Here at Kentucky Plant Daddy. My Instagram information will be at the bottom like normal. And the next video is going to be, I'm going to update you guys on my Thai constellation. And I have a couple props and just some like repots and stuff. So a couple of different projects like that. So you guys subscribe so you'll know, and follow me on Instagram. And thank you guys for coming and watching my videos. If you did make it to the end of the video, leave some sort of plant emoji, a leaf sprig or something like that. That way I know that you made it to the end. All right, thank you guys. I'm signing out.